For any high-ticket business, that look of luxury is everything, right? But what if that beautiful, polished surface is actually hiding some serious cracks? Cracks in your foundation that are costing you a fortune. Well, today, we're diving into that exact contradiction, and we're going to find the invisible leaks that are draining your profits. And this quote right here from Michelle Makovich really gets to the heart of it. See, growth isn't just about hitting a big revenue goal one time. That's not the win. The real win is building and this is the key part, protecting the systems that got you there. Because if you neglect them, trust me, things can slide backward and fast. And when things slide, oh boy, they can slide in a big way. Just take a look at this number, $600,000. Now, this isn't some random industry stat. No, this one is personal. That's right. That is how much was lost in the author's own multi-million-dollar business. And it happened over just 3 years. So what happened? Well, she admits she took her foot off the gas, stopped protecting her systems, and learned this lesson the absolute hardest way possible. It's a painful place to start, for sure, but a really powerful one for this explainer. So this brings us to this really great metaphor that we're going to explore, the leaky bucket contradiction. I want you to picture your business as a bucket, okay? And you're working so hard, day in and day out, to fill it with revenue. So here's the trap. As business owners, we spend a fortune on all the visible stuff, the beautiful decor, the amazing branding, all the things that you use to fill the bucket. But we totally ignore the invisible leaks in our back end. The missed calls, the slow follow-ups, that clunky booking process, all the little holes that are draining that precious revenue right back out.
And listen, we're not talking about some vague, fuzzy problems here. These are 5 specific, totally quantifiable leaks that are costing high-ticket salons hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year. So let's break them down.
Okay, so let's walk through this chain of events. It all starts with the visibility leak. Your ideal clients can't even find you. Then you've got the conversion leak. People find you, they reach out, but poof, they disappear before booking. Next up is the operations leak, where your own front desk is accidentally dropping the ball. After that, the follow-up leak, where all those interested prospects just fall right through the cracks. And finally, the reactivation leak, where your past clients, they just drift away, probably for good. So what's the damage? When you add it all up, what does it actually cost? Well, for a typical high-ticket salon, these 5 little leaks create an average annual revenue loss of between $144,000 and $312,000. And let me be clear, that's not potential money. That's money you did the work to generate interest for, and then you lost it. So the big question is, how do you fix it? Well, the answer isn't about working harder. It's not about hiring more people to pour water into the bucket faster. Nope. It's about working smarter by finally plugging those holes with automated systems. Okay, just look at the math here because it's pretty staggering. A business might spend over $82,000 a year on front desk staff who only work limited hours, call in sick, take vacations, and ultimately cost money. Now compare that to an AI-powered system that works 24/7, 365 days a year, it never gets sick, it never quits, and it captures every single lead, which means it actively makes you money. The difference is just huge. And this perfectly illustrates the problem. Think about it. Your ideal client, a busy professional, a mom after the kids are in bed, they're making decisions after you've closed for the day. So they call at 7:30 p.m., ready to drop $1,500, but the call goes to voicemail. What do? They hang up and immediately book with your competitor, whose AI system answered instantly. And just like that, you lost a high-value client because your system had already gone home for the day. But, does this stuff actually work in the real world? Oh, absolutely. Just look at Loca Beauty Studio. By putting these exact kinds of systems in place, they grew by 65% in a single year. They jumped from around $670,000 to over $1 million. The system brought them more than 5,000 new paying clients. That is not theory, my friends. That is a real-world result. So plugging these leaks is obviously incredibly powerful. But there's a new, massive leak that's starting to form right now, and most businesses haven't even noticed it yet. See, the entire way customers find you is changing, and this makes having the right systems more urgent than ever before. Get this, nearly 1 in 4 Americans are now asking an AI for recommendations before they even go to Google. So think about what happens when someone asks an AI, "Who is the best colorist near me?" If your business isn't optimized for that conversation, you don't just rank lower. You basically don't exist. This timeline really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? A few years ago, it was all about ranking on Google. Simple. But right now, today, discovery is splintering across all these new AI platforms. And the future? Well, it's crystal clear. Businesses that don't adapt to this new AI-driven search world won't just fall behind, they will literally become invisible. And that brings us right back to where we started. The leaks are real, the financial drain is undeniable, and the solution? Well, it's proven to work. So the only real question left is, how much more of your hard-earned money are you going to let pour out before you finally decide to plug the holes?